Hey guys, classichomer here. Welcome to the final episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest II. So, this time, like I said before, it is just the princes, Roland and Cain. And our average level is 35.5. Half a level higher than the other average level. But, as you can see, Cain was higher level than Maria, just because of how their experience tables work. And Roland is pretty much going to be a little weaker than he was in the other run. You know what? These guys are probably a problem. Going to show the trip there again, just to show how different it is for these two instead of having Maria around. Like, what differences are made by having these two characters as opposed to the other two characters. Because surprisingly, there's a lot that you have to do differently if you want to make it through with this party setup. Gigantes aren't really a problem, but Cain, as far as magic goes, is just a little less useful than Maria. Maria has more crowd control and higher damage output, whereas Cain has a good damage output spell, not the best, and really can't do crap about a fight like this, because Devil Lords, really the best way to take care of them is put them to sleep. Cain doesn't have the sleep spell, will never have the sleep spell. As far as I know, you can't stop spell them either. But, you know, we'll try this. If Cain somehow, wow, he got one of them. There may be hope yet. I was gonna say, if he somehow manages to get a stop spell in, that could tip the scales. We need an increase too, because we're getting wrecked. Just, God, getting murdered out here. It should be alright from here, though. Screw it. Heal. There it is. So where's this power shield? Yeah, Cain also has less maximum HP than Maria at this point. At 34 compared to her 30. I think that's because of how I've been using the seeds throughout the whole game, but still, it makes for harder fights. And of course, Cain has the light sword as his good single target damage attack, even though Firebane will do more to most things, especially later on. Roland is really the same as ever. Falcon Sword, Lightning Sword, Roto Gear, Leaf of the World Tree on him. This is the kind of fight I'm really screwed on, because I could try and get stop spell on the Devil Lord. It doesn't always work. And Archdemons are really just... they're so nasty. Oh, this is a lot easier though. Screw it. Oh, wait. Falcon Sword and open up on the Cyclops. Do a Firebane. Because Silver Devils or Batboons nowhere near as hard to deal with as the gold ones. Thanks for missing, Roland. That was wonderful. Exactly what I wanted to see you do. And at this point, I may be able to just kill them with my weapons. Yeah, there you go. Didn't have to waste more MP. Since Maria isn't around though, that did open up new equipment for Cain to get. Namely the Angel's Water Robe and the Mystery Cap. I've already explained well enough what they do, so you can imagine why it's so useful to Cain to have those. Now, unfortunately, inventory space is at a premium due to the fact that you have such a small amount. You don't have any other way to carry things, and without Maria around, you have to keep the Jailer's Key and the Gold Key. Really blows. I only have 2 prayer rings for Cain instead of the like 3 or 4 I had for Maria. On the plus side, I do have the Step Guard spell, so I don't have to blow 8 MP to get healed up completely like I did with Maria using Heal All. Not that Cain even has the spell. But the point is, I can get through here without Kane getting hurt. Unlike Maria. And only using 3 MP to do it. Oh, don't search. I won't get anything done. Statue of Evil. Rotten the Cross. No, not a whole lot to actually read into that, as I was saying in the other bonus episode. I don't think I've ever really completed my thought on that. But the final verdict, at least in my opinion, because obviously I'm speaking from user experience, not development experience, is screw this fight. I don't care about the metal bevels. I'm not going to be able to kill one of them before the end of that fight. And even if I did, I need way more experience than that to level up. I think it was really just there. The cross was really just there to symbolize that some kind of religious thing is happening, not necessarily Christianity. And that's not even me really trying to, you know, make a statement for Christianity one way or the other. So, with Atlas, you really just need to hit him with a lightning sword and use the increase spell to prevent yourself from dying. It's really all there is to this. It's not... I guess it's a little harder, maybe, than having Maria, because she could lower the Atlas's defense and you didn't have to heal quite as much. But it's still not a big deal. Like, if... Well, actually, no. I was going to say if he would stop hitting Kane so much, then Kane could like, jump in on the damage dealing. But even then, you really just want him to be around to heal. But Zuzu is a bit more difficult. There's a good chance that you can actually run into some trouble with him. Let's see. Yeah, I think Lightning Sword's the way to go. Of course, Stop Spell shouldn't work. He'll probably not even use physical attacks. I'm not sure I'd waste time with Increase. Defeat won't work. Sacrifice is probably a waste. Firebane? I don't even think that'll work. No, I didn't even... No, nothing. Nothing doing. I guess hit him with the light sword and hope that you kill him? I mean, 33 damage is better than none. It's not as nice as getting Firebane to actually land for the 60-something. There we go. Good. He didn't use any of his nasty damaging spells. So, that could have been worse. This guy, however, should be really hard. It doesn't matter which party you have, he's still just a bastard. Complete, utter bastard. At the very least, Increase will help. And Firebane can hit him, and does a lot of damage when it does hit. Not as nice as Explode at, but doesn't cost nearly as much. God, you son of a bitch. Why did you have to heal yourself? I hate when they do that. They could have just given him heal more, because not even Hargon here has heal all. I mean, really, what the hell? Yeah, kind of not surprised by Explode it. Heal me. Oh man, that kind of sucks. It's just annoying how this fight is basically a race to see who can deal more damage to one another. Like, oh, I wish that there's more strategy involved, like actually being able to hit them with status effects or anything useful. But really, it's just like, okay, well, I have to get a critical hit. That's kind of how this fight goes down. If I don't get a critical hit and get to kill him real quickly, and Firebane doesn't keep hitting, then I'm a little boned on this one. There we go. That could have gone better. Oh well. Yeah, let's just max out everything right now. Well. In case the game glitches out and has them respawn, let's move here. And then max out all our health and stuff. Oh god. I'd say that everything's really hard, but having done this a time or two, it's actually not seeming to be too difficult. Maybe I should have come in at a lower level. That's something else I could have done. I really enjoy just pushing the limit on what I can do in a game sometimes. Just, you know, cutting out things that you would normally have to play it differently. See how it goes. That was the whole thing behind my Ocarina of Time playthrough. With not using the shield, not using the sword, trying to find other ways to get around things, having only 3 hearts. I love doing things like that. It's just fun. I don't take it to such extremes as some people where they'll find a bunch of ways to glitch games out to get different results and circumstances, but I do what seems to be not impossible and just find some extra challenging games, which was incredibly important as a child because, you know, I only got games every certain points of the year. It's like, well, birthday, I can get a game. Christmas, I can get a couple of games. Other than that, you know, as a kid, I didn't have a way to raise funds and go buy my games, and I had to wait for opportunities to get them. Of course, now as an adult, that's completely different. But it's still, you know, I'm just in the habit now. It's still fun to try things out in a different way and see what happens. I mean, really, I did the end of Link to the Past with the beginning armor and the regular Master Sword, which, surprisingly, that actually changes how that fight goes. And how, like, the rest of the game goes. I've done single character runs in some RPGs, just because. And I could have done a low level run for this, just all 3 characters, but lower level than what I was. I'm not sure about how useful that would have been, how interesting, not only sure how interesting this is, but, you know, that's what I thought of. And I'm not even entirely sure how much lower level I could have been than the 30 that Roland was and 20-somethings for the other 2 characters. Because honestly, I think that's really about the level that you should be, or a level that will make the end of the game a good challenge without being, like, completely impossible. I don't know, maybe I could have just gone straight for the end without the last little bit of grinding. You know, come in with everyone below 30 and seen where that got me. Well, unlike the Maria and Roland fight for Malroth, I'm not going to forget to heal up. I'm not going to forget to use the prayer rings, because that's what I brought them for. Specifically to get all my MP back after this whole dungeon, so that when I fight Malroth, I'm at the best condition I can be at. Whoop. And I think that does it. I don't think Roland, or Kane, yeah, he can't get any more MP. Okay, let's do this. Thank you. Okay, this is it. This is going to be the... I'm not even sure this is the hardest version of the fight. It's definitely a different one, though. Whereas the Maria fight was all about getting Marlo's defense down and trying to kill him while keeping your HP high. And, in effect, Malroth can cast defense and increase. So he can lower your defense back down. He can lower your defense down to 0 in that fight. So, the aspect of that is everyone's fighting at no defense. Whereas in this one, everyone's going to be fighting at maxed out defense. Because I can't lower Malroth. which I guess that gives it a slightly different aspect. Not to mention, Kane's not as good a healer. Should probably just use the power shield. Yep, that was a not awful choice. I think Kane would have died if I hadn't healed him. Yeah, we're going to do that again. Thank God he only hit once. Wow, Roland's not doing nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Not with the Falcon Sword, anyway. That's better. Falcon Sword does have its advantages. That was scary. I thought he was going to kill Kane. Oh, that's good. I like seeing him do that. At least it's better than getting hit physically twice and getting dropped. Crap. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time really getting the damage out there now. Cast increase again. That shouldn't help Roland at all, but it might. Yeah, there we go. Now they both have maxed out defense. That's important, because Kane kept getting nearly killed by those attacks. I didn't think I was going to need the cast increase twice, but apparently I do. Not that it makes a humongous difference, because Malware just does so much damage. Yeah, let's just get heal on there. Good. Very good. Oh man, that was awesome. Yeah, Marowth's defense is already maxed out. So, just kinda gonna deal damage where I can. Kane should just try and not die. That's why. Ooh, that's bad. Whatever, just defend. And now I need double heal. That's fine. That as long as Kane goes before Malroth, I'm alright. Ooh. Well, I'm glad I got rolling as high as I did, because Kane needs to take a turn to do that. Or else we're screwed. Good. Waste a turn. I'm totally okay with him wasting turns casting increase now. Thankfully, the AI doesn't realize that's wasting turns. Let's Firebane and try and get some extra damage in. He made me pay for it. That's kind of okay. Could be worse. Could be dead. Oh god. Screw it. We need a heal. That's why we need to heal. Oh god. Fucking Malroth and all of his high damage. Jeez. Scared me because he went before us. Wow, I got 2 critical hits in this fight. Maybe he's pretty close to dying then. I say not having any clue because I haven't been counting the numbers. And I had a little bit of indecision there. I didn't know if I wanted Roland to heal. Oh, Jesus Christ, I really probably should have had him heal then. Okay. Wow. That's one nice thing, is that Roland can double heal. Well, he can heal himself and Kane can heal him. There we go. Wow. That was really close. And that's it. That is all the differences that I can think of to show between the different ways to play the game. I really enjoy the aspect and idea of having multiple classes to choose from and an expansive battle system to just change everything and how you do it. Too bad this game doesn't really deliver on that very well. It's more like a Final Fantasy IV style thing where you have a set party. However, Dragon Quest III is entirely different. So, tune in next time for a more expansive class-based system with so many options. There's... God, how many classes are there in that game? A lot. If I could find the right page of this thing, I could actually tell you. I want to say it's about 8 or 9, depending on if you consider the hero to be his own class. Yes, 9. 9 freaking classes. And I'll be going over all of them next time on Let's Play Dragon Quest III. Classichomer signing out. See you guys later.